fellow YouTubers, how you diddling? Alright, I hope. Let me just bring you down a bit. Sorry for the long time not being here. As you know, I've had a lot going on. I've had gamma radiation, or gamma knife radiation for the brain tumour. I had it 7th of December. It's not been without its problems, but all being well, I'm healing well. I can't really say for definite until my next MRI scans, which probably aren't till April, May. It's not been without its problems. It had got to 4 centimetres in size, and that's the maximum they'll do gamma knife. It should theoretically have been open brain surgery, but the specialist concerned who was doing it, he said he couldn't do it, it was too big, and the big man from upstairs got him to step aside and said he'd do it. So he said, you know, he was 99.9% sure that he could get it all, to which I sort of went, like 99, prefer 100. So anyway, I'll enclose a few photos here. As to where I had the cage put on to have the gamma knife radiation. Not the most comfortable thing you've ever had in your world, I'll tell you that. The brain tumour itself was attached to the optic nerve on the left eye and the brain stem, and that's where the problems arose with it getting so big. So because it was attached to my optic nerve on my left eye, it's left me with this indentation just here, which I'm told won't recover. That's part and parcel of me, so hey, this is the new Skeggy, get used to him. I've got so much stuff to do, but getting round to doing it is a different thing, because I've got to get in the right headspace. There's a lot of people out there who know exactly what I mean, it's gone through a similar thing. So at the moment I am stripping my dad's forks down on his Virago 535 trike, and when you've got them stripped down, you may as well get them on the polishing wheel and get them up. Well, of course they're covered in, or partially covered in lacquer, so my problem at the moment is getting the lacquer off and then hopefully bringing them up to a bit of a shine, which I can finish off by hand. But on here I've got a, if I just change direction so you can see, there we go. So on there, although it looks like a grinding wheel, it's not, it's a scotch pad, scotch wheel, it's soft, and then of course the wire wheel. So what I'm doing is taking the lacquer off with a wire wheel and then giving it a little buff up. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I mean. I'll just give it a little whirl. So in with the wire, get all the lacquer off. Unfortunately, it's a bench grinder, not a buffing machine, so it's not meant for this. So too much pressure and it stops it. But as you can see, once you've got the lacquer off, then I can go to this side and get her buffed up. I'll just turn that around so I can see where I am. So you can see it's all nicely shiny, not shiny. So we'll get there. Meanwhile, I'll carry on a little bit. So as you can see, we're getting there, slow but sure. Put a couple of marks on it. Oh, that's come on. See inside anyway. I'm not too bothered about that, but I'd like to get it all off if I can. I mean, that thing about this, it looks like lacquer and silver paint underneath it, but it's not. It's just lacquer. It's just the way that Yamaha do their finish. Not the best. Anyway, I'll proceed. So as you can see, we're getting there slow but sure. I'll spin you up a little bit. We're getting there slow but sure. By the way, I know I've only just come back. Hopefully it's to stay. I'm going to try and keep up regular. Like I said, main thing is trying to get in the right headspace. Do us a favour, if you can, if you don't mind, pop down, give us a click on the like button, because when you've been away from YouTube for a while, they forget about you. If people start liking the video, all of a sudden they go, oh, maybe this is worth watching, so they'll put it there for other people to share. If you're not subscribed, drop us a subscribe. I promise I will get back. Just take me a while, we'll be back. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Excuse the look, messy look, by the way, but I'm not a fashion model. Oh dear. Anybody wants to sponsor me a new buffing machine, you can do. As I say, we've got plenty of work to do. So I've got this to rebuild, and I've got lots of work on everything else to do. I've got shit everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. So a fair old bit to get sorted. We'll get there in the end, eh? Bear with us. Ah, not so bad, I don't suppose. It'll do. Especially I'll give it a hand buff up at some point. Is that a piece of nest? Looks like it. Just a minute. Yeah. Just got to do the very top. Somebody's really tried to hammer this in the past. Just have to get a file on there or something just before I put a fresh seal in it. Give it a clean up. It's just a tiny, it's like somebody's bloody hammered it. It's one thing about working on bikes, or old bikes at least, is you can never work out what the guy before you did. You can never predict it. Still, we're better than we were. Right, just bear with me. Not the best camera angle, but when you can see what we started with, it's trying to get it in the sunlight to hopefully show you what it's really like. So hopefully we can see. Let me put that down there. Can you still see that? Yep. I'll get what I've just done. There you go. You tell me, is it any better? Because I think so. I didn't show the stripping of these because there's already videos online showing you how to do it. And I ain't done it in a while, so I figured, well, don't show everybody else your fuck ups. So, right, onwards. Right, most important thing when you're doing this, where are we? Here. Clean your threads up on your bottom bolt. Make sure your washer is in good condition. The little brass washer. I'm doing this a different way to what I normally would, because I've seen people struggle on the videos. And yes, I'm not stupid, I did watch a video before, because I thought, well, it's probably 20 years or more since I last did a set of forks. Maybe I'd better brush up on it, even though nothing's changed. But I've never done a set of Yamaha Virago forks, and it's a good job I checked, because these are totally different. So, what I've got is the top part of the stanchion is corroded where it sits between your yokes. Where are we? Where it sits between your yokes, they're corroded. So I've put the seal on first, from the bottom end where it's all nice and smooth. Hopefully, that way we're going to get somewhere. Hopefully, he says.
Dust covered top it looks anyway, so I just wonder if this has been done recently. I've owned this bike about 3 years now, but I've not really ridden it because I've been doing all the work and stuff on it. I've just got a feeling that came out easy. That is pretty good and clean. Pretty good.
There you go.
There you go, that's just the little sort of circlip goes, holds that in. So we just need to get that oil seal out now. There you go, that's all the fork assembly all cleaned up, just using rags and rods. And I just cleaned up this top circlip with a bit of sandpaper. There's a tiny bit of corrosion on that. As I said, that's pretty good. Cleaned all that up, that's okay. These are all fine. This just needs to go on the bench. Drill with a circular brush, which I'll do next.
That's fine.
But all these bits are nice and clean. These tubes are all cleaned out, which is good. That's all clean all the way down through the ball.
All that, I thought I was recording, I'd paused it. Bloody thing. Right, that's there. Now we've got to get this on, which I'm just going to give a little bit of a quick wire wool around the edge, just to make sure. Oh, I have to drop it, that's compulsory of course. You'll test your reflexes. The seal on this is quite good, make sure yours is, and this is the fun and games bit. So what I do here is I shall get, this has got to go in, and then we've got to get the C-clip, sorry, in. Now what I do, they say that you're supposed to be able to literally push this down like so and put a C-clip around it, which I'll put around there ready, and it's supposed to be so simple, straight in there. We'll see. Well, that's damn sight easier than removing it, that's for sure. So, in it goes. Let's see where we are. Are we in? No. Down again. Fun and games trying to keep the seal pressed and all the spring. Excuse the ping pong, that's my camera telling me that somebody's in my shed. Well, I sort of know because it's me. Alright, so that's down. Make sure this is in all the way. And there you go. Just double check it. Yeah, we're in all the way round, and that was easier than getting it out, for God's sake. So there we go. That is that done. So now, I'm going to put that wire, or just clean a bit of this up. I don't like to see that. Whether it cleans up or not, it's a different thing. So that's that. Little cap on top, which should of course go straight on. And not forgetting that it's got air in there as well. Have a good test, make sure there's no leaks and no leaks coming out of the bottom hole or the bleed screw. So the bleed screw, I cleaned it all out before I put it back. Same with the inside of there, same with the screw threads, cleaned all those. Made sure everything was like new when it went back in. Theoretically, that is one leg done and dusted. Most importantly, when you've done this, oh, I'm hot now. No, a bit more. Whew. Most importantly, when you've done this, if you're not buggered, you're young, and hopefully, most importantly, it doesn't leak. That bleed screw, you know, drain screw I should say, and the one inside there, make sure your copper washer is in very good condition. If not, refurbish it or buy a new one. You can anneal it or buy a new one, they're the cheapest chips anyway. Meanwhile, one fork done and ready to go back on the bike, or the trike as I should say. Right, right, so all I'm doing on this is I've just took the plastic cap off, or rubber, not hard, and it's very mucky inside, so I'm just going to try and get rid of a little bit of this crap that's around it, because it's not nice. And I'll show you what I mean about how difficult these can be to get out. Now I know there's easier ways, there's professional tools, etc, etc, but we ain't made of money, it's not mine, so I don't want to have to keep buying stuff. So all I'm doing is this little piece of thing here I've made up with some little bars on there. That pushes down, hold on, that pushes down, oh, hold on, I've pushed that one down, now you watch it fly out. I've pushed it down and the actual thing has stayed down, which is eventful and could help us, or will help us. It will, I know it will. Right, so that's one. Let's get the other one. There we go. So, one C-clip. Put that down there. Now this piece here should not stay down there. That is held down there by the pressure of the spring, so what I'm going to have to do is hopefully, oh, it's just about to pop up. I was just about to say, well, hopefully it won't. So there's nothing holding that. I'll just try again, because it's a bit worrying when it does that. I'll just pop it down again. So hopefully this should just pop out. It shouldn't have any real resistance on it. Come on. No, it's slipping out of my grip. Every time on camera, why does he do this to me? I don't know. Right, I'm going to go about this a different way. I'm going to put it on the floor. You'll see what I mean in a minute. If that flips up, it flips up. It'll probably spray oil everywhere. But hey ho, we'll manage. This, are we recording? Yeah, this is the colour of the oil out the last one. Not pretty. And you can guarantee, because I'm doing this on camera and I didn't in the last one, this one will make a mess. That's pretty much guaranteed. Don't forget it's a JLS screwdriver. So if you buggy your threads up, you've only got yourself to blame. Japanese Industry Standard, I do believe it stands for. Okay. So that's going to really take its time to drain, because obviously there's no air gap. I mean, I could pump it, but there's a spring in it. So I'm going to leave that there and go and have a fag and a cup of tea, or coffee actually. See you in a minute. Okay, so that's the other one, just took out. Not too bad inside this one, but it needs the works over on the other side again. So we shall get doing that. The old seal that's come out, sorry, that's not the old seal. Where's the old seal that's come out? Oh, it's on the floor down there. Yep, sorry, I've been moving the camera around thinking I'm connected and I'm not. So anyway, I'm going to get this one polished. You've already seen me do one, there's no need to see both really. Just slows the job down recording it all the time. I'll see you when it comes to reassembly. Hello people, we're back, following day, and I forgot all sorts. Well, I ain't forgot, I just haven't got things in right order, like remembering to switch the camera on. Right, time to get some oil in here. This is the second one. Right down. Try to work out my sums in my head. 280, 280, 560. Is that right? Turn that speaker off. It's 400. Just double check that. One 76 in, out. Oh, we're well overfull. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh well, I suppose it pays to do it every now and again like this, and then at least you can see that everybody makes mistakes. To the camera. The hell happened there? Why you for what? How much of that didn't you see? Great. So So for some reason you decided to flop backwards, and I've no idea how much of that you saw. Well, I ain't doing it again. Hopefully it's only just flopped back. That's very strange, I've never had that happen before. Aye, right. Time to get involved with the slide hammer. My slide hammer. The fork. Oh shit. Seal slides, or whatever you want to call it. One side goes in nice, and the other side down. So we're nice. What's going up there? Why is that not in there? That's the wrong one. There it is. Something don't feel right. And that's why I've got the wrong one there. Got the wrong one. Come on. Jump into place. There you go. That's better. And we're watching. That's alright. Making sure the camera on back again. Not far off now. Doing light. But mill that. I would say we're there. Hello YouTubers, it's me again. Today is fork fitting day. So I know this video's all over the place, please forgive me. If you get a chance, give us a like and a subscribe or whatever. Hoping to get back on track with things. And the camera seems to have a mind of its own, wanting to roll backwards for some reason, even though it's locked in position. So I'm not going to say too much, just going to crack on. Right, hopefully we're all in shot. One pair of forks. Unless we have a left and a right. Ouch. Went over the brakes. Go on that side, so that's going to be that one. So this one got to be this one. Hopefully everything will go up here nicely. Depends on where we're wanted, I suppose. Can you see alright? Yeah, just about. Can't see my head, but that's fine. Where's the bolt gone out of there? Don't recall taking that bolt out all the way. Oh, I did. I remember why now. Okay, fair enough. Look at me, sat down here, no tools. Back in a minute. About a 19mm maybe? Can't remember. It's 17. 17. Just nip it to start with. The headlight and everything's in the way. Very awkward on these Viragos. Little bits here and there. When you're ready, up you go. Same area. A little bit more. Just about there. Alright. There. I've just remembered something. Loosen it back off. See, this is the sort of thing you've got to try and remember. The windscreen brackets. Well, I was saying that he don't use his windscreen now, does he? We'll leave them off. We'll leave them off. Okay. It's normally a stupid size on yams. No, that surprises me. I expected it being an 11, and it's not. Dad's disabled, by the way. He's 83, still riding the Royal Enfield bike and the trike whenever suits. Pop the top bolts in. Hopefully you can still see. I'm not blocking too much up. Upright. Just nipped. And on this side, we've got this, which although it says twats, it stands for Trikers with a Loving Soul. No, sorry, Trikers with a Tender Soul. That's on that side. Okay, nicely nipped. Oh, hands are a bit of a pain today. Right, next job is to get the awkward mudguard back on. I say awkward because they can be fine, but they can also be a bugger because they splay outwards over time, which I suppose is a good thing. Helps keep it trapped, but you don't want to bugger your paintwork up. Right, little ones, times 4, hopefully. There we go. Come on, don't be a bugger. Down a bit. There we go. No? When you're ready. There you go. Next one. There are 10. Next one. And the next one. A bit boring to watch, I know. Going by hand now. Don't need a lot of pressure on these, don't forget. Steel bolts into aluminium. That's good enough for that one, thank you very much. Right. Here goes the awkward bit. Try and keep the spacer in place. But we've got to get the speedo drive. which one was that on? There we go, you see, you make it awkward for you straight away. That obviously goes around there somewhere. It's got to be that one. Yeah. So it's going to come out. We've got a bracket to put in place. There's always something, isn't there? You can see exactly where it goes now. See, cut out for it. There we go. That's that. I think we can get the cobwebs off the inside of the wheel arch, eh? Wheel arch, mudguard, fender, whatever you want to call it. The suit shoe tickles me half to death. Now then, speedo drive should have two little doobries. Where are you? Two little doobries. Have you facing parallel. That way, maybe? There you go. Keep that in. Should go in there nicely, and it has. That's lovely jubbly. And that goes into the top piece. I see, jolly good show. And the axle. I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on the axle because it's virtually bone dry. There we go. Bit of LB10. Don't need a lot. You still watching? Just putting it on that end because it'll move up the shaft as it goes. Okay, here we go. Is that going to come out? That it does come out. Here you go. Wow, looks like we're virtually where we were. Don't look like the jack's covered itself down. Always a good sign if you can get it in with palm of your hand like that, isn't it? Okay. Right, now then. Now we're at 90, I think. Yeah. You should see it coming out this side, hopefully. Peeking, there you go. As far as how tight this should be, I'm a big believer on most fittings on anything is that tools are a certain length to apply a certain pressure. To get one off, you might put a spanner onto a spanner, but to put it on, never tighten up together like that. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, that's tight enough. Oh, that's the 6mm Allen key, that one. I'll put that back. Oops. In there. And we'll find the 6mm Allen key. Here we go. Is it that one? No, it's a bit chewed up on the end, that one. We'll not bother with that one. Like that one. That's the one. Boom, boom. Same with this. In, tighten it down. You can put a little bit more leverage on this, but I suppose it depends how strong you are, doesn't it? I consider myself to be strong enough in the arms to let that pass. Yeah, right. There we go. Next ones are brakes. Quickly cleaning the threads out, that's all. And the same with this one. Clean the head first. Nice chrome vanadium head. Hoping you can hear me from that distance away. You're about 6 foot away. Right. And then the bracket, which we shall clean because it's pointless having it in your hand and not wiping it down, isn't it? Not one of them. Don't tell me that goes on there as well. Bloody does, doesn't it? There it does. You bugger. Wheels all back in, and you just discover that you're supposed to put a bracket. Oh God almighty! Bear with. You can tell I ain't done this for a while. Okay. 10 mil. In. Loosen. We've got to put a bracket on. And I'm not taking that wheel off unnecessarily, unless I've got to get the bolt out. That's a different thing altogether, isn't it? So all it is that. That goes through there, and into there. And with that bracket on, is it going to make it awkward for me to get that in that hole? I don't think so. There we go. Crisis averted. Make sure it's level. No. Come on. Up you come. A bit fiddly, but worth it. It's better than taking it all off again. There we go. Right, on to brakes. And then I put new pads in these recently, so these should be absolutely fine. I'll just see whether it's going to go and play nice or whether it's going to say no, I don't want to. Can't get it on. Oh, there we go. It's getting there. I'll just get it on, give it a twist, and now it'll flop. So. Up a touch. Sorry about the camera angle. It's not a 10, it's a 13. Now you see, typical Yamaha, it's a 12. Just when you think you're clear. these should be torqued down. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're following my instructions, you're a fool. But the most important thing is make sure that you follow the torques. That way you can't blame somebody else for your mistake. Whew. Right, so back on there, go for the final tighten. That can go back on there. We're on 19s on the bottom. If it fits. Very awkward on that, but I need a bolt. I'm surprised if that's not an 8. Oh shit, an 18 now. Did I say 17? 17. Pay attention, Skeg. The weird thing is it wasn't slipping. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy with that. To the side. Happy with that. Off with that. 17. Where's it gone? Oh, out of breath all the time, by the way. That's the COPD. Ignore it. I try to. What was them top ones? Did I say 12? No, 10. We don't want the extension. Again, don't go crazy. A little bit more. I'm just trying to make sure that the badge is level at top. Good enough for me. Don't want that on that cable, that's all. Right. Final thing to do, tighten the headlight, because we had to loosen it to get to them bolts. 10mm. This is a very awkward one as well. Thankfully this headlight only sits in one place, the right place. On there. Like there. Everything tight, it does appear to be. Put this through here. Why does that feel tight? Just feel tight, that. Yeah. Shouldn't feel that tight, but it does. Okay. There you go. And then loosen off about you're in there, please. You in? That's better. Right. remove my idle man's jack. Right, just going to give it a bounce on the forks. Handbrake off. Front brake on. Well, that's better. Loads better. Nice and clean. Oh, I do like that. Give me a second. The back, just got the keys. Even though we have not worked on the engine. Oh yes, please. Right. There we go. So let's see if she starts. Do we need any choke? Probably half. Fully out? No. Make sure we're fully out. That smelt a bit choked up. Good to hear it start. Oh, a coaster.
Yeah, it was good to hear it start. But it didn't take long for it back together. Oh, don't it look nice?
Thank God. Although, as you see in the video, I got so far through, I'm like, oh, bloody hell. Forgot to put the mudguard on, put the wheel in place, then realised I ain't put the little bracket on that holds the brake line in place.
Oh shit.
So it gets the brake line out, puts that, does it, comes back, goes to the next one. Bloody hell, I ain't put the cable clip on that side, or the speedo cable, so I did that one. I thought, I'm not taking hot wheel out again.
Oh bloody hell.
I've re-greased the axle, the brake pads are like new still.
Good. Made a lovely job, hasn't it?
I've not bothered putting them back on because you don't have your windscreen on at the moment.
No, they can stop.
So I'll just store them where your windscreen is.
Yeah. That's in the shed, isn't it?
I've no idea actually.
Leave it in the shed.
But I thought to myself, well, ideally, it's not been started while it's been like that.
No, it don't, no.
But I pumped it up and down. I've done the old, not that it'll do it, let handbrake on, try again. So I've done that. And it feels nice, there's a nice return.
Yeah.
And most importantly,
No read.
yeah, I'm saying most importantly, it's bone dry.
Yeah. Did a very nice job of that, Tony.
But the forks look much better, don't they? After
Oh, yeah.
I say, it's a lengthy job, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Does sound nice now.
She does sound nice. Thank you. I'll have a look at these forks while we're...
Hello, me again. Sorry, I forgot to record an outro. If you stayed this long through the video, thank you for watching. I'm hoping to get back on track. And hopefully things will return back to normal. Till then, I'll catch you next time. Remember, don't know what hotel won't do.